Hello guys, how's it going? This will be the first episode of my film review series for this year. I'm with Jestry. She's tired. But we just saw, I always mess up this. Was it Spider-Man Into the Multiverse?
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah, I have the stub. But either way, yeah, we just saw the movie and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done. Yeah, Into the Multiverse. I believe it's cut off though. But yeah, I was excited to see it because I've heard a lot about the animation and the fact it got such a good score online. But yeah, without further ado, the point of what I want to do this series is keep it short and sweet because I have done a trial run with this with my friend Ian, but the video went way too long, so I wanted to form a structure that time too, but now I'm actually going to try implementing it. 3 things you liked about the film. I was going to do 5 or something, but I'm thinking 3 is more like 5 might be a little too much. I don't know. 3 things you like, 3 things you didn't like about the film, and then your overall rating of the film. So I personally think things I did like about the film was the animation was great. They put a lot of like detail into the film in a sense of how it was animated, all the small details such as like I already looked into stuff about why they did this. Like the frame rate of the characters was lower because they were trying to make it look like you're inside a comic book. And then the second one will definitely have to be paying homage to all the other characters too. Like I'm not a comic book nerd. Like I just like the movies really, but seeing how they brought in the other characters was great. I loved the story. That has to be my second thing. And then my third thing will have to be the overall universe of it. They did a good job of establishing the world that they were in, and it was just beautiful. Again, back to the art, it was they took a different approach and they were using different I think it was like splotches or something to make it look like it was actually a comic book. Things they could improve on, I would say that I think they could improve on I think the ending was a little short. I think the battle. Oh no, not. Yeah, I think the battle was a little short in a sense of like how everything happened. Like next thing you know, the spoiler alert here. Next thing you know, the characters are already going through the portal and back to their own dimensions, and I felt like we just met them. I feel like they literally came through, said hi, and left, and I was kind of left wanting more. My second one would have to be I know it's a cliche that all of a sudden the hero's got it, like the hero sucks and all of a sudden now the hero is some super master, person in their whatever they're trying to do. Like it happens in a lot of movies. All of a sudden they believe in themselves and they can do anything. That happened in this movie, and I think they could have done a little more development about why that's the case, because I feel like he just had like a moment where all of a sudden he was perfect at everything and he knew how to swing, he knew how to do everything right, but practice makes perfect, and I didn't see that. The last thing I think they could improve on, actually, I don't know. The movie is pretty good. On a movie that was less good than this one, I could see myself maybe having a third one, but at the point right now, I could say probably not. I actually was really satisfied with the movie. I was excited to see it, but Jestry, 3 things you liked, 3 things you didn't like.
3 things I liked. One of the things I liked was the comedy in it, because I'm really like into funny things. I like comedy more than I like action movies. Another thing I liked was that they kind of incorporated all the Spider-Mans, and they tried to keep it as realistic with the comic as they could, because a lot of the times they misconstrue it, like cough cough, all the real movies. And the third thing I liked about it was that, I'm trying to think of a third thing. I like how, I'm not really sure that kid was like an actual like storyline, but I liked how his story was made, and it was like kind of similar to the actual stories and stuff. I thought that was interesting.
She just like me. I'm not a comic person. I only started getting into comic people.
But I don't think that kid was really like an actual comic.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Yeah, he's also in the new Spider-Man video game just came out. He's also in that too. He's actually.
So he has his own comic then?
Yeah, he's actually in the comics. Again, I'm not a comic person. As far as I know he replaces the Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man does die in his. Again, I don't know. Future
Well, then
reference for
that's
movies
not-
research things.
Then I don't know. Then that wasn't a cool story they made up. I'm trying.
Well,
then
they kind of
that-
based
then
it off
that-
the real
That
thing.
took my second
I
thing
guess.
off.
Oh, okay.
I guess the second thing, I like how the action scenes, I guess, were.
Yeah, I liked how it was like they were like comic-y, so it's like it wasn't super realistic, but they were like, but you know, I could look past that because of the style of it. I like the action sequences too. I liked just the style of it. I found it funny how they incorporated the different types of animation too. Like you have the it was the pig one. I'll put it in the bottom. But that character.
I think he was like a Looney Tune looking.
Yeah, he was hitting people with hammers, and then you have one of them was like doing anime cutscenes and stuff. Like they incorporated them both good. What else, Tristry?
I think I like the actors that they voiced. I think that they.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was a good cast.
It was a good cast. I didn't even know Chris Pine apparently did Spider-Man, and then I
He
wonder.
did the like 26-year-old one from the universe with the black kid. But then
duh.
I don't
That's right.
remember that other guy's name. Nick from Jess did the other one. I could just tell in his voice.
Mhm.
And then like I liked how like they all kind of went with their characters. Obviously they had to.
I like Nicolas Cage. What was it? Batman? No, Batman. Okay, we're DC over here. Spider-Man Noir. That was pretty funny, like Rubik's Cube and everything. I think it was really well done with like the humor and everything too. What was I think that was that three things?
Mm.
Okay, and then three things you didn't like,
Um,
or did you
the
say
story
that already?
could have been developed a little more. I think that there was like things that I'm just like, why did this happen? I mean, I did go to the bathroom, but even then, like even before I went, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like,
Yeah, she didn't miss a lot. Like she literally just missed the Spider-Man
but
from
I
the other
put two
universe
and two
coming in.
together with that. Like I'm just like, I kind of get why that's happening.
Yeah, like you didn't miss too much. But so what else didn't you like?
I liked the imaging but at the same time, it kind of did give me a little bit of a headache.
Yeah, the way when the movie first started, I thought that there was something wrong with it at first because
Because I thought I wasn't supposed to wear 3D glasses.
Yes, I saw the duplicates and I was like, "Are we in the right movie for a second?" And then but then I realized some of them were in focus. That's the only thing is that they kind of went a little too far with that, and the frame rate, the way he moved, like they trying to make like it was cool how they did that, but also I felt like it would have been better if it was smoother. And then,
That kind of confused me, so that's why I was like, I liked it. I liked what they were trying to do,
yeah,
but it did hurt my head a little bit.
I can.
I get why they gave you the epilepsy warning.
They give that for that movie?
They literally, it was for that one and another movie. They were, when you were buying the tickets. They
Yeah,
gave you-
I think that was Escape Room had an epilepsy
Escape Room.
warning at AMC when me and Ian went to go see it. But there was a bad scene in that one for people with that. Last thing?
I guess I didn't. So like, what didn't make sense to me is the spider suits. I was assuming were all tailored to the one that died,
Yeah.
and that black kid all of a sudden just used one of that guy's suits and they fit him perfectly. Do they morph to his skin? Like it didn't make it seem like it did. Because if that happened,
Okay.
Aunt May would have just said, "Hey, you need a new suit." Like I'm assuming, like the first time they went to the cave,
Yeah.
he could have got a new suit then.
Yeah.
But they didn't make it seem like it morphed.
I think that's one of those things where it's supposed to be just comic logic, where it's like, oh, it just because it's kind of thing. If you believe it happens, like that cliche. If you believe it, like how I said, or I think I said that earlier. If you believe in something, all of a sudden you can do whatever you want in a movie. Like all of a sudden you have the power, and you just all of a sudden are perfectionist at everything. I think it was just kind of that thing. He needed a suit, so he just put on something, and he spray painted it, and it was fine. I know, of course, in the Marvel one, he has that thing where he puts it on and presses the button and it goes in, but they don't really give you any explanation for that. It does just work. So maybe a little bit of the realism in it, but yeah, again, it is an animated movie. Like, so I don't know if you want to give it loose, like kind of, you want to give it some leniency because it's animated.
I know that, like, obviously not every single thing in the movie is explained. No movie's ever going to be perfect. Because,
Yeah.
like, you're gonna notice it. Obviously, the people that make it don't notice it because they've been working so hard on it. So.
Yeah, those people did so much animation. Gosh. But I think it was pretty good. But either way, I'm gonna do out of 10 because I think out of 10 you can be more precise than out of 5. So out of 10, I would give it. I think on Letterboxd I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. So I'll just double that to
80?
8.
8?
Yeah, it would be 8.5 then, right?
88. We said 4.4.
So we cut because we had a super long conversation about this. But so it's gonna be a 9 for me. And then what about you?
Oh, I didn't. I hated that school. Like, I thought the school scene was kind of stupid the whole time. I'm like, it was pointless for him to even, like, I don't know.
Which one? Which school scene?
He wasn't, like, happy with school and stuff, and I get it, but I'm like, it's kind of stupid at the same point. Like, there was no point of it. Like, he wasn't even in school.
Yeah, like they kind of just added that it didn't add
They
to the story.
added it. They didn't. I don't know. I feel like it was kind of pointless.
It just didn't add anything to the story. Kind of forced it. And then I'm supposed
It
to.
wasted time on the thing. We could have wasted more time on the characters. The other Spider-Man.
I'm supposed to care that he talks to his roommate later too. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's supposed to show growth as a character. But yeah, so what would you give it out of 10?
Like I'll do a 7.
7? Okay. Awesome. Future videos will definitely be higher quality than this, but it's like when you just got out of the theater, it's late. But this is still good. So thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video whenever I see another movie. Thank you, Jess, for guest starring in this episode. And yeah, bye.